Oh hey everybody, hope you're having today. Shining Resolve is back. This was last year's, I believe, Choose Your Legends banner. Obviously it's got the 14 bonds and tickets to go with it. I think one of these has survived most of the time here would be probably Brido. Therefore, not too bad as well. But we are close to also getting the next one, so yeah. Also reading us nonetheless, we have Apnir the Deer, Tempered Antlers, sorry. Couldn't count -1, except the trigger, of course. If phone range is 1, cannot warp into a space in free space of him. If the range is 2, cannot warp in 4 spaces of him. In that case, it's not affect foes with pass skills or will protect structures like camps, fortresses, and rambling means. Start the player enemy phase. If he's in 2 spaces of an ally, attack defense +6 and fringe bonus, neutralize opposed opponent during combat, and no penalty. It's granted him and allies in 2 spaces of him for the turn. French bonus is bonus to attack speed defense res equal to half bonus on each step between this unit and allies in 2 spaces of this unit for the turn. The stats correct independently. No penalty can neutralize the convert bonuses into penalty effect on them. And then if he's in 2 spaces an ally, and if your ally in 2 spaces of him have bonuses to attack speed defense res after start turn skill triggers, or depending if it raids after start turn trigger skills on turn 1 of the enemy phase, grants an additional +3 to those corresponding stats to him and those allies. The cap here is 10. And if he's in free space an ally, bonus to attack defense res equal to 20% of his defense at the start combat, +5. Deals +X damages, excluding specials. Foes sectors by 50% of X during combat, excluding specials. And damage from foe special is reduced by an additional 50% of X during combat, excluding specials. And the axis has those bonuses among him and allies from free space of him. And he transforms, attack +2, and can transform and can counter courage for trade. Start. Swap crit. He and target ally move swap spaces. If he uses his skills during the current turn, can't do 1. Can't just means after attack as the skills are triggered again, in this case pop ruin. They're normally once per turn, you cannot warp unless they say otherwise. And skills that will give you an action like Guild Force, we go first unless they say after. Mighty Roar. 2 charge. Boost times by 60% of defense special triggers. At the start of the player enemy phase, grants res +6 and magic twin save to target ally in 2 spaces of him for the turn. If it's a support partner on the team, it targets them. Otherwise, the ally that has res at the start of battle. Excluding him, and obviously start of battle just means as they're deployed, so any like mythic, any like legendary, mythic, great talents and all that stuff don't apply. Does not trigger if the unit is equipped with a save effect other than P save. Physical save. Reduces damage foes attack during combat by 40%. Excluding specials. Grants Kunka -X. It's +12. Sorry, divided by 12, sorry. Rounded down. 2 before his first attack during combat. The axis has total bonuses among him and allies from free space of him. Also, if his defense is equal or greater than foe's defense, +5. Disables his and foe skills that would change attack priority. So that would mean like Pontish and stuff like that. Magic twin save. If a magic dragon or staff foe initiates combat against an ally in 2 spaces, trigger savior. And then it also disables effects that calculate damage to little foes defense or res. And then he reduces damage by extra effect by non-special skills. Oh no, hold on, sorry now. And any of that reduced damage by extra that can be triggered by special combat can be triggered up to twice. Battle special can be triggered up to twice. My mistake. And P saves is just physical save. I think I explained that wrong, but Attack against Fortune, if he can transform. His transformation effect now is if he's in 2 spaces of a Beast Dragon Eye, or if the number of adjacent allies other than Beast Dragons 2 or less, as a transformation conditions. In addition to the existing ones, if the never raids, if it's met on enemy turn 1, can transform. If it's transformed, bonus combat, attack defense +8 during combat, and neutralize bonus attack defense during combat, 7 HP restored after combat. Assault Fighter, if finishes combat or from free space an ally, attack defense -4 on the foe, deals damage equal to 20% of defense, excluding specials. Foes, damage from foes attack if struck by 20% of defense, excluding area effect specials. Guarantees a follow-up attack. And reduce the percentage of foes non-specials to X-Turn skill by 50% during comp, excluding our specials. And attack defense of Briar physical save. If foe uses the sword, lance, axe, bow, dagger, beast, and this comes as an ally with 2 spaces, trigger savior. If the foe is using those weapon types, attack defense +4, disables foe skills that calculate damage used below foe's defense or raise, and reduces damage from foe's first attack by 5, first second strike, yada. And his next attack deals damage equal to 40% of the foe's attack prior to the damage reduction. Resets it in combat. In the saber, you find standard ally, and post-battle movements do not occur. And the multiple allies have the same sort of saver conditions, either like close save, or in this case, like physical save, like non-trigger. Then we have Brado, Sublime Creator. Established occurrence 1, concurrent guards with range. Allies are free with constant of him, attack speed defense +5. Neutralize penalty on that ally, and the ally deals damage to foe, 7 HP with that ally. If he's in free space with an ally, bonus to attack speed defense is equal to the number of allies with free comm center of him, times 3 +5, max 14. Neutralize penalties on himself. He deals +X times 5 damage, excluding specials. Reduce damage foe attack by X times 3, excluding specials. And reduce damage by reduce damage for foes attack by X times 3 and foes attack triggers foe special, excluding specials. Accident bonus tracks active with him and the foe, excluding stat bonuses, max 5. When he's on to the foe, 7 HP to restore to him after combat. Then he has a style called Sublime Heaven Style. He can attack foes 3 spaces away, can attack adjacent foes. Grants Kunkai -1 before his first attack. If foes are dragging a base, this deals damage equal to 100% of his attack. You cannot move through spaces and free spaces of foes that have the bulwark effect. And if the foe has the following conditions, they can counterattack. Foe's range is 1, or foe can counterattack regardless of his rate of the user's range. Autocombat and range is treated as 1. And it's going to use every 2 turns, so you 1 turn, you basically a cooldown. Gust 2 charge, boosts special damage by 50% of his speed with special triggers. If foe's attack, if his over special right or triggers during force combat, and the speed is equal to foe's speed -4, foe's next damage is by 40% once per combat, excluding specials. Professor's guidance at the start of turn and at the start of the enemy phase, except Stunner's duels. If he's in free space with an ally, grants Professor's guidance and no fault to him and allies in free space with him for the turn. Professor's guidance is while they live, they get times to the SP, or after combat or using assist skill. Attack speed defense is +5 to the unit, and reduce an action skill by eco specials that can be triggered once, can be triggered twice. And grants Kunkai -1 after combat. No fault is the outspeed the foe, neutral effect tank keeps full style attack and defense stars. If he's in free spaces of an ally. Oh, sorry, yeah, there's more to this. And also, for him and allies in free spaces of him, it couldn't count max value, couldn't count -1. And then if he's in free space of an ally, grants attack speed of. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it here. I just realized there's a bunch of attacks, we'll just keep it here. And I've also raised up records for the events. I only cover 2 units. No counter void. And then attack speed B. I suppose these new units actually really just here, make it easier. Next off we have Sharina Lasabok. Magic Light. Attack speed Arya. Speed Breath Shackle. And finally, just like Mother. Huh. And finally, Balder, Truth Seeker. Arch Rival. Heaven Steed. Speed Taker 4. And finally, Deadly Miasma. Sorry, I had to speed these ones up. I didn't realize that the deer took so much explanation, and then Brido does the same. And as matter, you might still have the free one if you're obviously new, but I like say do your tickets and then make your decision around that. We should be getting a new banner in a few days as well, so we won't wait for that too. Regardless, best of luck. I'm gonna go red. I have too much Serena, I have too much Balder. I would like a copy of Brido, just to even things out. Kagetsu is fine too. Alright, that's about it. Best luck on your summons and stuff like that. I'll see you next time.